You know, we're all taught the same thing. Save your money. It's the golden rule of personal finance, the first thing you learn. But what if that's only half the story? What if the very act of saving on its own isn't enough to build real financial security?
I mean, think about it. You're doing everything right. A piece of every single paycheck goes straight into savings. You watch that balance climb, and it feels good, right? But what if that feeling is a little bit of an illusion? What if, even though you're not spending a dime, you're actually losing a little bit of money every single day?
And that right there, that's what we can call the saver's dilemma. It's this weird conflict between the advice we've heard our whole lives and the way the economy actually works today. You're following the rules, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to, but the game itself, it's changed.
Okay, now let's be super clear about one thing. Saving money is absolutely crucial. It's the bedrock, the foundation of your entire financial life. It's your emergency fund, your safety net. You have to have it, period. But here's the thing. A foundation is just the beginning. You wouldn't pour the concrete for a house, look at the flat slab and say, all right, job's done, would you? Of course not. You build on top of it. And in today's world, just letting your money sit in a savings account is like leaving that foundation out in the rain to slowly crumble.
So what's causing this crumbling? Well, it's time to meet the villain of our story. There's this invisible thief that is silently and constantly working against the cash you've worked so hard to put away. And that villain? Its name is inflation. The idea is pretty simple, but its effect is huge. It just means that every single day, the dollars you have can buy a little bit less stuff than they could yesterday. It's this quiet, steady erosion of your purchasing power.
Maybe the best way to picture it is like this. Think of your savings as water in a bucket. Inflation is this tiny little leak at the bottom. It's just a drip, drip, drip. You might not even notice it day to day, but trust me, over time, that slow, constant drain can leave your bucket surprisingly empty.
And this isn't some abstract theory. Let's make it totally real. Let's say back in 1990, you took a $100 bill and you just stashed it under your mattress. If you pull that same $100 bill out today, it would only buy you about $45 worth of stuff compared to back then. You've lost over half of its value just by letting it sit there. That's inflation, the invisible thief, right there in action.
In this chart, wow, it really lays it all out, doesn't it? This is the race your money is running every single day. See that little bar on the left? That's your savings account. Chugging along, maybe growing it, what, 0.5%? Now look at that giant bar on the right. That's inflation, with prices going up by an average of, say, 3.5%. Your money isn't just treading water, it's getting swept backward. You're running, but the finish line is moving away from you way faster. So, what on earth do we do about this? Well, we have to change our strategy. It really requires a huge mindset shift in how we think about money. We have to stop playing defense, just trying to preserve what we have, and start playing offense, focusing on expansion.
Let's break this down. On the left, you have the saving mindset. The goal is just preservation. The enemy you're fighting is spending. And the result? Security, which is great. But look at the right, the growing mindset. Here, the goal is expansion. The real enemy isn't just what you spend, it's inflation. And the outcome you're shooting for isn't just security, it's wealth. It's a whole different ballgame.
So here's the new rule. Once you've built up that safety net, your money gets a new primary job. It has to grow faster than inflation is eating away at it. It's not enough to just keep up in the race. Your money has to win.
And what this really means is we have to stop thinking of our money as just a pile of cash to be guarded. We need to start thinking of it like a team of employees. We need to give our dollars jobs to do, jobs that are actively building our future. It's time to redefine the roles in our financial lives. This is what the modern financial journey looks like. Step 1, obviously, you earn money, that's the fuel. Step 2, you save it, to build that critical emergency fund, that buffer. But, and this is the key, you can't stop there. The final, most important step is to grow. This is where you put your money to work, making sure it's not just sitting there, but that it's actually out-earning inflation and building a real future for you. So let's just end on this thought. Your savings account, that's a resting place for your money. It's a safe place, it's on the sidelines, ready for an emergency. That's its job. But the rest of your money, the money that's meant for your future, it needs a workplace. A place where it can be productive, where it can be active, where it can actually grow for you. The real question isn't if you should save. Of course you should. The question is, what do you do after? So, where are you going to put your money to work?